Hi, folks, and welcome to Ask Shell's Coffee Break. And today I'm going to be talking about ants. Now, I don't mean the AU ants. That's like your aunts and your cousins and your relatives. No. I'm talking about ANTSs. Ants that are now, coming to life, so to speak. And the reason why this takes place is very, very common, especially in homes that are built on slabs, slab-on-grade homes that you'll hear them talk about, and especially if they have radiant heat. Now, you can appreciate most of these little critters have not got the wherewithal as to where to go when it comes to unseasonal weather, but on the other hand, they know where it's warm and comfy, and underneath concrete slabs is a good spot, or down in a crawl space that's nice and warm, or along the sill plates, or even along the underside of sidings, and that's where they will set themselves and relax for the cold season and come to life, obviously, when they hatch and away they go. But the most important thing is, what do you do about them? And right now, the reason for the warmth of the sunshine against the foundation wall of your home, the warmth in some cases, people may still have the radiant heat on in a cool evening, depending on where you're located. And this time of the year is when they come to life, as I made reference to. And also, along with this time of the year, what comes in a lot of cases, and we've certainly had a lot of it almost everywhere in Canada this year, and that is moisture in the form of rain. So rainwater becomes surface water, which eventually will become groundwater. And groundwater, running on the hard pan where your footings are located, water will build up against those footings and push water in underneath. That's why we have drainage systems. So drainage systems are very important to keep cleaned. And you've heard me say it many, many times. Every 5 years is normally often enough to have your perimeter drainage cleaned, as long as you don't have a lot of residual that requires you to do it more often, possibly every 3 years. But you can tell this by using professional services of drain cleaning and having it done properly, I might add, because there's a lot of unknown names out there doing drain cleaning, which they do more damage than what they do for good of the system of getting water away from your residence. So with the water building up and that water now getting pushed underneath because of the hydraulics up against a wall like a dam, that water will get in underneath, or it will come up underneath the slab, because the water table, keep in mind, your footprint of your home covers a fair amount of land that eventually will have water. There might even be an artesian well, or just a common well that a spring will spurt up, and especially activated when you get high water. So when you get wells of old consequences, or a new experience being a spring that only comes to life when you have a lot of groundwater, then that's the area. It comes up underneath the slab, and guess what? That's where you find your ants, and they're not that stupid. They want to get away out of that water. They don't like wet feet, and they come on up into the home. And you'll find them coming out underneath the baseboard and along in the closet areas where there has been some leakage, air leakage, and air leakage will certainly allow an ant in. So if you see ants at this time of the year, or at least at any time of the year, keep in mind, very likely groundwater that's causing it. They don't like wet feet, and they are coming in. Now, there is a product. In fact, I happen to have a can of it right here with me, and this particular product is manufactured by a company called Dr. Doom, and the Dr. Doom, and it's a residual spray. Now, the residual spray, meaning that when you spray it, it will actually dry clear, but as soon as an ant walks over top of it, that is it. That's one dead ant. So it's been very, very successful over the years. They've this added a new nozzle to it, which now has got a actual straw already attached to it, so you're not playing around with those straws like you used to have to do with the older tin or the older application. So that's the product. In fact, right now they're saying a bonus 12.5% more in the can, which is a good deal. So it's residual spray by the folks at Dr. Doom. Okay, it's just that easy, folks.